Welcome, sweeties. It's Robin here with your daily spirit message reading for Saturday, June 28th, and I'm using the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition to do this reading. So let me start shuffling. I do want to give a shout out once again to our felines that are watching the readings. I want to say like a special hello to Leo because according to his mama, he watches the readings every day. And I know, Sue, you always talk about Barney, so I want to say hi to Barney. And I know many of you have mentioned your cat's names, but I'm horrible enough with human names. So if you have a feline friend, please make sure you give him a great big hug from me. We have the Death card in reverse. Okay, so remember how yesterday we were seeing maybe like a prolonged dry spell or just a really uncomfortable spell in your life? It looks like if you took the time yesterday to speak out to the angels, and I find the best way, it's okay if you like use your brain to ask for help. I'm gonna write that down, hold on. So let me, angel number 111, interpret what I mean by use your brain. It's like if you don't say it out loud, like if you're just asking silently, right? But I think it just has so much more impact if you speak the words aloud and you address a specific angel, okay? And we also have the Knight of Coins here. So it's definitely your messages were heard yesterday. And many of you that, maybe want a little bit more money or something to happen in your financial life. I think you're going to start to see signs of that with that Knight of Coins. Also, I'm getting a really strong sense of an engagement again. I saw that yesterday. Did anybody get engaged yesterday or have a friend getting engaged yesterday? I see like it's probably a really good time of year to pop questions and make long-term commitments. And I see here that for those of you particularly that are single, maybe you just don't think that there's anybody out there for you. I really feel like there's somebody in your circle that you know already, and you can see that there's an eye behind these 4 cups. It's crying because sometimes being alone translates to being lonely, and then maybe there's a sense of desperation about being single, especially if you have friends and family that are saying, oh, like, when are you going to get married? Kind of like watching Bridget Jones and she gets hassled all the time for being single. Anyway, I feel like there's somebody around you that you already know. It could be a neighbor. Maybe you're just, hey, how's it going? You don't really know them as a friend, but there's somebody close to you already that is a potential match. So we have the Ace of Coins. This is really interesting. So there could be somebody around you, again, the Ace of Coins, and maybe they just don't have the income that you're interested in, Maybe you would like somebody to be making a little bit more money, but I am seeing here, you maybe want to rethink that, and maybe it's just even friends that you wish made more money, okay? Spirit is saying that could be just a little bit on the shallow side. People have more to bring to the table than just their paycheck. So if you're single, let me know. Would you consider somebody that makes less money than you? Would you marry them? Would you live with them? If they had other assets, like maybe they're really good around the house, or maybe they can plant a garden, or like maybe they're a handy mechanic or something like that, or maybe they're just the love of your life. And would you turn them down if they weren't making, say you have a number in your head about how much you think that your partner should be making, and it could really hold you back. It could really hold you back behind this ideal of what a specific partner should look like, how much they should earn, angel number 444. So I'm seeing, and this is going to apply for many, many, many opportunities, not just a love interest. if it's not exactly what you want it to be, if there's potential for other things to be involved besides money, would you accept it? And I think that's very interesting to consider, because sometimes like money is not the most important thing. Although, I mean, I'm not saying that you should be with somebody or have friends that always expect you to pay their way, even if you are coming into a little bit of money with the Knight of Coins that we saw at the top of the reading. So that's something to think about. And I'm going to let you guys go. Bye.